everyone, and welcome back to the HerVoice Podcast. It is week 8 or week 9, actually, when this is coming out. Oops. And I'm back with some of our committee members. How is everybody doing? What's up?
Oh, Angela, it's bad.
Yeah.
Surviving.
We're almost there, girls. We're almost there. So just to introduce myself again, I'm Angela. I'm a first-year marketing innovation technology student. I just kind of get this podcast together, get it up and running, editing, and sometimes I write articles for this, which is crazy. So that's me. Alice, you've been on the podcast before.
I've been on the podcast before. I am here again. If you don't know me already, my name is Alice Jack. I'm a deputy editor here at Her Campus, and I'm studying law and French in first year. My job is basically just to hand out pitches, email people each week with an article brief, and to edit all the girls' amazing writing because it's the best job on the planet. And I love it so much. So I'm back.
So I'm Michelle. I'm a final year law and society student. I'm treasurer on the committee this year. So, I mean, we're not really on campus this year, so I haven't had much to do. I just wrote a couple of articles, tried to get involved.
And my name is Bobby. I am the events officer and the COVID officer for Her Campus this year. So I help organise all the events and do all the paperwork for clubs and socks. And I'm also a final year communication studies student in DCU, living my best life on Zoom. So
Aren't we all? We're all living on Zoom. Like,
we're trying.
Difficult process. I mean,
yeah.
It's getting difficult now. I mean, it's coming up to Christmas and you want to see your friends and you can't. Like my friends, I've 4 or 5 birthdays in December that I probably can't go and see my friends for. Like there's 18th and 19th birthdays, and just want this COVID thing to go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard when you have something to celebrate.
Definitely.
Highs and lows. My high of the week was we finally got the plumbing fixed in my apartment. Woo!
Yes to plumbers!
Yes!
Yes!
So there wasn't any there was kind of lukewarm water in the bath for 3 weeks-ish, kind of when we were going into lockdown. And then we couldn't get anybody in because obviously lockdown, and it was kind of weird. But somehow now it's kind of easing, we're almost there. We're almost out of lockdown. And we finally got the plumber in. He fixed the water, and now I can have scorching baths and showers. I don't know about you, but I love my water to be 40 degrees. Absolute third-degree burns over here.
I need to be a lobster when I get out of the shower. If I'm not red like a lobster, I didn't do it right.
Yeah, and also you need fog lights to get out and find the door.
Yeah.
And then my low of the week, I don't know, we kind of mentioned it, but today was just such nice weather, and it was so chilly, and all I wanted to do was just see my friends from school, or even just meet up with some people from my course, and you can't do that. So I just felt kind of I'm wasting today just doing the economics worksheet. So nothing you can do.
I feel that as well. I think I just need a social life because I barely have one.
I think everyone is crying out for attention now at this point. It's just been so long.
So my highlight of the week, now obviously this Laura's highlight in week 1 was pretty similar to my highlight this week, and obviously Her Campus do not condone skipping classes unless you really have to. But I did not go to my 9 a.m. this morning because I went back to bed because I am tired. I am so tired, and I needed that lie-in today because my sleep schedule is out of whack. And I think I got up at 7, had my breakfast, and then I just went back to bed. And then I didn't get up until 11, and it was amazing. And I actually was productive today. I actually got stuff done because I was well rested and got my beauty sleep. And yes, I know I look fantastic now, but that's definitely my highlight of the week so far, because it's the little things nowadays, I think. And
sometimes you just really need to take the time to look after yourself.
Oh, definitely. Taking the time to look after yourself is really important now, especially when you're not seeing people and stuff. And I think that's just what I needed, and I got it. But I will say my low light of the week was today. also because of a project I have due for my constitutional law class next week. And it's very content heavy. There's a lot of reading, like judgments, which are like 70 pages long from 1922, 1935. And I'm like, why are you comparing a law to a French whiskey? It doesn't make sense. And I did have a little like, I'm done. This is it for me. This is the end. And that was definitely the low light. I think this week, I said it a few weeks ago, but I think this week has been even worse. And I don't know how that's possible, but it's just like, it's not a vibe this week. It's not a vibe.
No.
Week 9 will be better.
So my highlight of the week, this is really, really small, but I finished a 2,000 word assignment, and I just feel it took me a whole week.
Yes, love.
Congrats, girl.
Do you know when you close all your tabs because you're done? That's just
Yes.
it's fine.
Orgasmic.
That was amazing. And then I got to go to sleep afterwards, so that was really amazing. And then my low light, a bit like you, Alice, I'm doing law as well, but I just, sometimes it just doesn't make sense. I'm really tired, but exams are in like 3 weeks, so I'm not allowed to be tired, and I really need to understand it, and I don't.
Struggle
Anywho,
is real.
The struggle is,
I broke down yesterday, but yeah.
Haven't we all, honestly, at this point?
If you haven't had a mental breakdown and you're not at least once, you're not doing college right.
No.
Yeah, something's not right there.
Be the one to say that, but it's just the way things are nowadays. If you haven't broken down once, you haven't had the full college experience.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. So my highlight of the week was, again, really small, but I, a few days ago, had the opportunity to try the Costa hot chocolates that they have brought in for Christmas, because they brought in like new ones this year, and I have been dying to try them. And I don't know why, because I'm not really a hot chocolate person. I'm much more of a coffee person, occasionally a tea drinker. But for some reason this year, I just felt like a spiritual like connection to these hot chocolates, and I just needed to try one. So I got the After 8 hot chocolate, and it was like, oh my god, like if like you need to do it. It's amazing. It is absolutely incredible.
I want to try the Black Forest one.
I don't know, I read the menu, the Black Forest Gatto one, and then they also have a Millionaire's hot chocolate normally, but I didn't see them on the menu this year, so I don't know, maybe they're like not doing them or something, because I know they brought in like After 8 ones, and then they have a Terry's chocolate orange one, so I don't know if they're swapping them out.
Alice, you were
controversial.
dying.
I didn't know these existed. Like I myself, I only really drink tea and the occasional hot chocolate, but I didn't know. Oh, I have to buy one.
Yeah, no, personally, no, I would be a food connoisseur of sorts, so yeah, no, it's unreal.
Oh my god, you've tempted me.
No, you have to. And then on the opposite note, but keeping with the law trend, my low of the week was I had a law essay due on Monday, and oh my god, it was just, I was doing media law because I don't know why I thought that was a great idea to choose as one of my electives for final year. Don't ask me why. It was awful. It was so bad, but it's done now, but it was so bad, so I deserve that hot chocolate.
Absolutely. Current favorites. All right, so my current favorite this week is not a product or a service, but it's a song. It's the new Shawn Mendes x Justin Bieber collab called Monster. Now, when I first heard that it was coming out, I was like, do you know what? This isn't going to work. Justin and Shawn, they're too similar. They're going to try outshine each other. It's just not going to work. Like, they're too similar. And also that whole thing of Justin being like, who's Shawn Mendes, like 3 years ago.
I forgot that happened. Oh no, wait, that actually, he said that on like a radio station.
Yeah.
And he was like, the interview guy was like, oh, what do you think about Shawn Mendes? And he was like, who's Shawn Mendes?
Oh god, yikes.
Yeah. But then I listened to it, and you know what? For the first like 3 times I heard it, I was like, I don't know. I don't like it. But then, do you know what? It's a banger. I love it. 2 of my favorite guys coming together, we love. And the live performance. Oh, glorious. Amazing.
Fantastic. So personally, this is really weird, but I found it about 20 minutes before we were filming the podcast. and I don't know why, but it's just the best thing I've seen all week. It's a TikTok series that isn't actually on TikTok per se. I'll explain.
Okay.
This guy created this musical number about this American guy created this little musical number, and it's called The College Kid Who's Been Stuck at Home for 8 months, and he's singing about how Thanksgiving is going to be so awful because he hates his family.
I love
And
it already.
it's amazing, brilliant. But then James Corden comes in, then Kristen Chenoweth comes in, Josh Gad, Josh Groban, that's the man. I was going to say someone else. Josh Groban, Audra McDonald, and Patti LuPone. And I don't know if anyone here is going to know who Patti LuPone is, but Broadway idol. I'm a bit of a Broadway nerd. And they all just created this song together. And it's on, I saw it on Facebook on the Late Late Show with James Corden or something. And I saw it 20 minutes before I came on. And I was like, this is the single best thing I've seen this entire year. Nothing can top it. So please watch it if you just want to laugh and you want to hear a woman impersonating a fire alarm.
Okay.
I have so many questions.
There's a lot there that I covered, but if you're a fan of any of that type of stuff, which I know not many people are, but I personally am, I loved it. It just gave me a little smile and it was a little laugh. And I think stuff like that nowadays, you're just like, the more novels the thing is, the better it makes you feel. Like it could be absolutely ridiculous and you'd be like, I want to think about that for like 10 days. Like the Ratatouille song on TikTok.
Yeah.
That's been in my head all week. So like things like that, I just love that. So that's why that thing is my favorite.
What's it called? You never mentioned the name.
I don't the thing, the video thing.
Yeah, the musical.
Oh, he wrote this song. Like he just wrote like this parody song.
What's the song called? What like how do you find it?
It's on. I saw it on Facebook personally. It's on James Corden's page.
Okay.
The video's on James Corden's Facebook page because I couldn't find the TikTok because I saw it on James Corden's Facebook.
Okay.
That's so funny. And I think it's so weird because once like all of this is over, if it's ever over, but I think we're finding like so many little things funny now that we just won't find funny in like 2 years time, because like we just have so much time now that it's like, oh my God, like that's so funny, even though like nothing actually happened. We have a new sense of humor.
Oh yeah. I'm not going to find this funny in like 3 weeks.
My, I guess, product would be I think it was mentioned in the first week, CeraVe. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it. But my skin was acting up in the first lockdown. I don't even know what happened, but for months I had these like tiny little bumps. I found out later that it's called fungal acne. But anywho, I was trying to deal with it for months using different products. Nothing was working, and it was like because the way the bumps looked, they were like not necessarily acne with like being big, but just like tiny, like you can't really see them if you were looking at me, but when the sun hit my face you could see it. And then I was like watching this YouTube video and she talked about how CeraVe is like really good for fungal acne, and oh my God, the difference has been amazing. Like
Love that.
The product is just, it's so light but it's so moisturizing. Like you put it on your face and it can last all day, and you can just put a little bit and it can last. Yeah, no, I can't sing the praises of that product enough.
I wrote that about it in my article on dry skin, and I actually invested some as well last week, and I have to say it works. It's amazing.
It really does.
That's great. We love that. What is it? My favorite product of the week. And it's kind of random because it's not a new product for me. I've had it for a few years, but I think this week, because of the weather, I've just been appreciating it so much more. And it is my trusty electric blanket. Oh my good God. I cannot tell you, like, you need one in your life. I know I'm coming across so like cozy and everything with the hot chocolates and the electric blankets, but they are just like, you turn them on. Personally now I use setting 3. I turn it on about 10 minutes before I get into bed, and your bed is like baking. It's like you're getting into a freaking toasty maker or something. It is so nice. You're so warm, and it's great. It's really unreal. I got mine on Amazon, so you're welcome.
Is it heavy? Because that's so random, but I've heard like I don't know if that's the same thing as a weighted blanket or like.
No, it's not. So electric blankets, they go like under the sheet.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't add any weight. A weighted blanket, like I think that helps for like anxiety and stress and stuff like that. This is literally like the sole purpose is to actually heat your bed. So it's electric. Like you plug it in. There's a little like electrical box or whatever, and then you turn up like this. I don't know how all of them work, but mine has settings on it. So I just flick mine onto setting 3. And yeah, but it's like underneath your sheet, so you can't even feel it. It's amazing. It's really, really a good invention.
Wow, I need to invest. My
You
room is
do.
so cold all the time. I have this like little mini portable heater next to me all the time.
Oh yeah.
Revolutionary, but I need to invest in one of those blankets for sure.
Yeah, I would recommend.
Articles of the week.
All right, so last segment we have is our article of the week, and this week I didn't write an article, but I will be writing one next week. I got the brief, and yesterday Emily mentioned it, or on Monday, the title, and you didn't know like what was it about, like at all.
Oh no, I didn't know because I'm not the only editor there. I have a wonderful team that I work with. I have Erin, she's our editor-in-chief, and I have Emily, who is like kind of our head editor type of position. And Emily wrote this brief, like this little essay title, and I was hosting the meeting on Monday and I said it, and it was like, Huda Beauty, overtake Kylie Cosmetic. And I was like, if anyone wants that one, I mean, I don't know what it's about, but Angela took it.
I took it, but you'll hear about that in next week's episode. But this week I read this brilliant article by Roisin Cullen, who's one of our contributors, and it's called Christmas Brings Happiness to Many People and is Especially Important in 2020. I just read it, and it's all about like that, having like a sense of nostalgia and like why Christmas is important, especially now. And just the fact that it will be different because we can't have large social gatherings, and we can't say go abroad because my family's from Ukraine, and I'm not going to be able to see them, which is really sad. But I think that Christmas this year will also be a bit more special because even if the people we do get to see and spend Christmas with, it will be special because of the year we've gone through. And it's just such a brilliant, heartwarming article that Roisin just did a brilliant, brilliant job. I definitely recommend it.
I loved that. It was just like, it reminds you that you don't necessarily, not that you don't necessarily need a lot of people around you for Christmas, but it reminds you to appreciate what you have around you even more now. And I think 2020 has just like solidified that for everybody. And I loved that article. That was one of actually my favorites of the week, my favorite article of the week. So I love that.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful message as well, because like we were all saying, like this has just been such a weird year. And I think now more than ever, we all understand the importance of like people and relationships with people, and that you don't have to do anything like extravagant or whatever to have like the most amazing Christmas ever. Like you don't have to have a 10-foot Christmas tree and a really expensive Christmas dinner. Like it just has to be the people that you're with and the atmosphere that you guys create, and like the love that you have like inside your house, like it's just like, it really is like the little things in life. It's just this year has really like made that very prominent.
So for my article this week, I was lucky enough to be doing our Woman of the Month feature article, which honestly, I think I haven't been with Her Campus that long, but it is the best. It is my best that I've written. And I was so lucky to have gotten to chat to Brianna Barry of Breeby Blogs on Instagram. She is one of my favorite people on the internet. So our theme this month was self-acceptance and like people's journey to self-acceptance and how you can find that in yourself. And Brianna talked so transparently about her struggle with her eating disorder when she was younger, since our charity this month is Bodywise, which support people recovering from eating disorders. And she just discussed everything from body positivity to how she felt when she left college. When she was 19, she was doing nursing, and she just realized she was too focused on partying and that type of thing, and how it made her feel like inadequate to her friends and things like that. And she gave some of the most beautiful words of advice I've ever heard in my whole life. And honestly, I was literally crying writing my article. It was one of the most amazing experiences to be able to sit down and actually like read what she had written and be able to like broadcast her experience as well, like give her another platform as well, because I feel like that was just so important. And obviously her whole brand is body positivity, self-love, self-acceptance, and I've been following her for so long now, and now she's back on her college journey as well in first year, so she's going through everything that I'm going through as well. She's back doing nursing, and honestly she's just such an inspirational young woman. And everyone, please go follow her at Breeby Blogs on Instagram if you want to get on a body positivity train, because I'm so proud of my article. It's going to be
done. That's great.
Well
going to be up
done,
really soon, so I'm super excited for everyone to see it.
It'll be up by the time this episode's up.
Oh yes, please go read them.
If you want to read any of our articles, you can go onto HerCampus DCU website. Yes.
Yeah, there's a Her Campus section. There's a Her Campus DCU section. Apologies, get my facts right. On the actual official Her Campus website, you can go and find our chapter page there. And a lot of our articles get posted in our link tree on our Instagram page.
Yeah.
So you can go find that. And I know a lot of the contributors post their articles on their Instagram pages and on other social media platforms, because obviously you want people to see what you've written.
Shameless self-plug.
Shameless. Once you listen to a few of the episodes, you realize we just spend most of it plugging ourselves.
Oh yeah. It's either plugging ourselves or other brands, and like we're not Spawn, you know.
That's basically what this society is.
That should be on our jumpers. We've been discussing merch for so long in our group chat, and we just still haven't decided. But I feel like we just need to put like not Spawn or shameless plug or something.
Or we love ourselves or something.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Sarah, if you're listening to this, our sponsorship officer, please can we get "We Love Ourselves" on the jumpers? That's
or I love myself.
I love myself. Even better.
I love myself. Go read my article.
Yeah. With like the URL to the website.
Oh my god, iconic.
The URL to the website on the back.
Yeah. Or going up the sleeve or something.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, so merch coming soon. Let's go. No, I don't know what the thing is with merch.
Don't give people hope. Don't give people hope. We don't know.
We don't know yet. We went on a tangent just there. Wow.
So I didn't write an article last week, but my article that I wrote the week before came out last week.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote one. I reviewed the movie Holiday on Netflix, and I think I have a problem. Like, I love cheesy, what's it called, Christmas movies. Like, I know they're so bad. I'm watching them, and I'm like, this is a terrible movie. The plot is bad. The acting is all right, but I still watch them. I watch them to the end. Like, it's a real problem. Yeah, Holiday was nice, I guess. Like, it wasn't a bad.
Are you sure you enjoyed it?
It's not terrible. I know I wouldn't rewatch it.
Okay.
But it was nice, like, if you're like cooking or you're like writing
it's
notes,
good to have on the background, kind of.
Exactly. You have it on in the background, it wouldn't bore you. It's just, I'm not rewatching it, and it's not the most original concept.
What's it about? I didn't get that.
It's like, basically these two strangers decide that they're going to be each other's holiday, so they're going to be each other's plus ones for holidays throughout the year. So they start off with New Year's Eve, then they go on to Valentine's, they do St. Patrick's Day, they do the 4th of July, they do Thanksgiving, then they make it their way back to Christmas. And it's just like,
I kind of like that.
I feel like the idea is cute. Like, it depends. I feel like the girl in the movie, the part of her reason was like her mom kept pushing her to meet someone. I don't have that pressure yet because I'm still young, but I feel like if my parents were pushing me, I'd be like, here, I do have a date. So I feel like I like the idea for that.
I see. I'm excited because I like Emma Roberts, so I want to watch it later.
She makes the movie for sure.
Interesting. That sounds good. I might give that a watch. Although actually I'm so bad at watching movies. Whenever I go watch them, I fall asleep. So I don't know. What I was actually going to say that my article of the week was actually Angela's article. So the one about Christmas and stuff. Because I was reading that. I've kind of fallen off the bandwagon of writing articles recently. I've just been so swamped with college work. But I really liked the Christmas article that Angela was talking about. So there you go. Very original.
No, it was brilliant. And I'm so excited for the articles that have come out, or see, this is so weird because we record on Wednesdays. Here's the like behind the scenes. We record on Wednesdays and then I edit them and upload them on Sunday. So usually the articles are out, but this week there was a little issue. Alice, do you want to like announce
Yes.
just because people are listening? So we have an update.
Basically, to any Her Campus contributors out there was a little change to one of the agreements that we have to tick a box on when you're signing up for Her Campus, and our campus correspondent Erin just didn't know that this was going on because obviously she's final year, she was doing her dissertation. It's been a rough week for everybody at Her Campus. It's trying to get the articles out now. That final push is always difficult. But she couldn't upload any of the articles today and she couldn't figure out why. And she was like, I can't upload any of these. What's going on? So she checks the emails and there is apparently a change to all of our agreements on the Her Campus website. And that's the reason why we couldn't upload the articles. Yes. So it's just a matter of getting a box unticked and reticking. And it's so simple, but it caused poor Erin so much trouble today. And what an angel. She is literally working so hard to get them all up.
Bear with, guys. Bear with.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the time this episode is up, the problem should be fixed and you should be able to read all of our articles and look forward to our December articles because our theme is giving. Am I allowed to announce that?
Yeah, our theme next week is giving, which is super exciting because Christmas is coming up. But also, don't want to be a Debbie Downer. It's our last contributor meeting on Monday. It's our last one.
So be there or be square.
Be there or be square, because this is coming out on Sunday. So any people listening on Sunday, get down to the contributors meeting at 6 Monday because it's going to be our final one of the year because exams. We can't expect people to be writing articles when you've got exams. And we've been hitting our targets every week because we're trying to get our chapter, I don't know what we call it, like our chapter rating, I'm going to say.
Status, I think.
Status? I don't know.
Status.
Yeah, chapter status, yeah.
Thank you. And we're trying to get our chapter status up. We're currently at gold, but you need to be putting out between, I think somewhere between 8 and 10 articles each week. And we've been pushing that out so much. So we're just going to have a nice evening on Monday to say thank you to all our contributors because it's made my first year at Her Campus as an editor so amazing. And honestly, what an amazing thing to be a part of, you know, like the opportunity to be on this podcast. I mean, for a second time, I'm buzzing.
You're blessed to be in such amazing company as well.
Honestly,
like, you know what I love? The fact that Her Campus is like American and we don't have sororities here. So it's like low-key a sorority. We've got 5% American listeners, by the way.
Oh, hello, Americans.
Hello.
Hey, girls.
Hey, girls. And it's like low-key kind of like a sorority, but like not like Irish edition, which I love.
Yeah, it's cute.
Can we talk about how disgusting pumpkin spice actually is?
No.
Yeah, manky like.
Oh my God, no. I had my first pumpkin spice latte like before lockdown. And my stomach was not having any of it.
No.
And I'm not a big coffee drinker myself, but before the big bad lockdown came, my cousin and I went out into town to have a nice little day and then go and see some of our family. And we decided to get pumpkin spice lattes. And the bus ride home, it was not a fun experience. I had to hang my head out the tiny little window. It was very
oh my God. Jesus, that's not good.
You get so sickly.
Yeah, it's sickly, spicy and sweet, and it's like eroding your teeth away. And if you like it, by all means, you like it. I'm not judging you for liking it. It just it doesn't like me.
And on that note,
we'll go now. Bye.
We can go now. Bye.